Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So please ignore Rolo in the background. He clearly is having a funny 5 minutes, but we'll let him do that and we'll just crack on. Anyway, I have something a little bit different today. As you may know, I set a few goals at the beginning of the year, one of which being to have much less stress and pressure in everything that I do on the channel. I have limited the amount of segments I'm going to be doing already. I am just making what I want to make when I want to make it. I'm not really joining in a lot of cows and mows. I am doing collaborations, but as and when I choose and what suits me best. So mainly the biggest thing for me out of all of my goals is less stress and pressure on me. Now, myself and Christina over at Bella Uncinetto, she is a dear, dear, dear superstar friend of mine. If you are not familiar, I will put her channel link down in the description. Go and make yourself familiar. You are missing out. We were chatting one night, as we do. It wasn't face-to-face on a call, I don't think. I think it was through message. And a new kind of idea was born. Now, it's kind of new, kind of not new. It's kind of amalgamation of several things. And you know what? Inspiration comes from a lot of places, and inspiration is a big part of our crafting. So I have amalgamated a few things into one, and Christina helped with that amalgamation, and she has jumped on board, and all of you are welcome to jump on board should you wish. No pressure on you to do so, no stress on you to do so. If you do, great. If you don't, no worries. I completely understand. Now, let's unpick that a little bit because that might be a little confusing. So, like I said, the biggest goal for me was to have as least stress and pressure on me as possible, because as time is going on, I am soon going to be starting my new role in my job. Family life is just getting busier and busier. Whoever said things get easier when the kids get older is a big fat liar toad. It's just the stresses and strains are different. And of course, as the children get older, they have their own personalities and they have their own kind of wants and desires and commitments and things for their life, which until they can drive themselves around, we have to kind of facilitate. So family life is getting busier, work life will be getting busier, and the channel is shifting and changing a little bit, hopefully not too quickly and not too much of a shock to you all who are used to my normal kind of way of doing things. Basically, guys, I'm just stripping it right back. I am just trying to be as chill as possible. And Christina said she is down for as much chill as well because she has a very busy life as well. You know, full-time teacher, single mum, etc., etc. So as we were chatting, I was talking, about my goals and how much stress and pressure that I want to try and take off and how I can go about doing that. And we were kind of batting ideas off of each other. And then the subject of one of my other goals came up, which is one that isn't too stressful or pressured, but is still a commitment. And I was like, I wonder if that could be changed slightly. And the goal that I am referring to is Stash Down. I still think it is an absolutely amazing idea. But with that one, there are some rules and regulations, and sometimes it is a little bit limiting. So Christina and I were talking about how important it is for us to use our stash, how we still want to kind of do it, but wouldn't it be amazing if there was something similar? It's not the same, but it is similar. That's where the inspiration comes in, where there weren't any rules or regulations. So then the ideas are still fermenting and formulating, and we were batting off each other. And I said, it's almost like we want to craft ourselves free. And she said, oh, that's a really good hashtag. That could work. So the hashtag is craft yourself free. And that is aimed at those of us who have significant stashes. Even if you don't have a significant stash, though, you can still craft yourself free. And we were saying, we don't really want to limit it to just the fiber arts either, because a lot of us here on YouTube do many different crafts as well. I myself dabble in a bit of diamond painting from time to time. I am planning on picking up a cross stitch project or two as the year goes by. I haven't as yet. I may not, but that's the plan. And anything else that takes my fancy along the way. And I know that there are others that kind of do macrame, they do pottery and ceramics, they work with resin, what else? Painting, colouring, all of that sort of stuff, scrapbooking, origami, basically any craft that you have supplies for, which is still a stash of craft supplies. So again, we're formulating and talking, and it's kind of percolating in our brains a little bit. And with it being craft yourself free, it could mean that no matter what craft you love doing, you could include that in this umbrella hashtag that just was kind of born out of nowhere. And we really got excited about it. So we have decided to run with it. Now, for me, these are going to be standalone videos every month. For Christina, she is going to tag her Craft Yourself Free at the end of her whips, foes, and chat videos. I think that video of hers is coming out today as well. So she isn't doing it as a standalone kind of segment, but she is including it in her whips, foes, and chat videos, which is absolutely amazing. But we just like the idea of utilizing, turning all of our craft supplies into beautiful things. And for me, I've got bags that I want to cover. I've got zippers I want to use. I've got buttons galore to put on things. You name it, I've got it. Pom-poms and I can't even begin to tell you all the different bits of craft supplies. Like I've got floristry wire. I've got just trying to pluck things out of my head. I think I've got some pipe cleaners and straws and just, all the polyfill, everything, safety eyes, anything that you can think of that goes into your craft can be included. Now, I really enjoyed the way that I did my totals for Stash Down. So that is how I am going to tally up and do my totals for Craft Yourself Free. Anything that I have made in any sense crafty, it is going to be weighed and totaled up at the end. So if you do a diamond painting, when that diamond painting is complete, roll it up, put it on your scales, weigh it, and that can be included in your total. Now, you don't have to even do it the same way as I do it by weighing it. You can do it in whatever format works for you, whether it's the amount of completed projects you do, yarn bands, yardage if it is yarn, quantities of things. So say you do a lot of beadwork, maybe you got 10 packs of beads out of your stash and you want to tally it that way. However you want to do it, the main point of this is that every craft is included. You are not limited by craft at all, and you can tally it in whatever way you like. There are no rules and no restrictions, practically. I suppose loosely it does have to be crafty things, but clay, like I said, clay, resin, anything that is a craft material. 10 zippers because you've made 10 zipper pouches. Even the clasps and things that you put on wearables, or the little snaps or whatever. Anything that is craft related. And also, from the minute you purchase your craft items, they are part of your stash. okay? The minute you pay money for it, you now own it, and that is now your stash. So there isn't any date or time restrictions with this one either. It can be you buy it in the morning, use it by the afternoon, it can go in your totals. We are just trying to actively encourage you to craft yourself free. Free yourself from some of the big overwhelming stashes that I know people have out there, or if there's been something building up and you're like, I really just want to get those out of the way so I can get new fresh stuff in. This is the perfect opportunity for you to do that, okay? So it's not that we are trying to copycat. It is not that we are in any way dogging what's already been doing. We are just developing on top of that. We are just building on a fantastic foundation that was laid out, and we have just put our own twist on it. Like I said, there is no pressure to join in. If it's just me and Christina that do this, that is absolutely fine. You do whatever works for you. You support and join in with whatever you want. Really, no big deal. This is literally the epitome of no stress, no pressure. Okay, no rules, no regulations, no stress, no pressure, and an umbrella hashtag should you wish to use it. The options there, take it, don't take it, not going to be offended. Everyone crafts differently and everyone makes their own choices, and we absolutely love and support each and every one of you. So for me, I am still going to do it in the format of weighing my finished stuff, and I'm only going to be including it once my projects are made. That's just me. That's just a couple of things I'm putting on myself, but you do it however you wish. Obviously, if you are going to take part, please do contact myself and Christina with some of your stats. You could tag us in your videos if you are a content creator, so we can see the video that you've produced and come along and cheer you on and support you. You can send in pictures of your finished makes. I will share them on my community tab happily and freely. In fact, I love doing that. I wish I could get on board with editing, but I'm still not there yet, guys. I don't need that stress or pressure, and I don't have the time to be able to commit to starting to do that. If Christina chooses to do a slideshow with whatever she receives, that is totally up to her. Again, she'll do it however she wants to do it. This is basically a free-for-all for you to do with this loose, generic idea that you wish. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I am still meeting the purpose of one of my goals. I'm just doing it in a slightly different way. And it just feels a little more inclusive and accessible to many other crafters. Yeah, even paint. Like, if you get like a whole bottle of paint used, put it in there. Things are just flying at me as I'm talking to you, and I'm getting so excited and buzzy about it. So yeah, this is hashtag craft yourself free. So I suppose I better practice what I preach and let you know what my craft yourself free statistics are. So you will have seen, I think yesterday, a lot of my charity projects, and a lot of that is in these totals. So the 40 crochet hearts, I still have them here on the table. I'm not going to pick them all up, but the crochet charity hearts, I ended up doing 40 of them, guys, which is fantastic. They weighed in at 185 grams or 6.5 ounces. The 12-inch granny squares that I made for charity as well, I made 12 of them. I'll just show you one. The 12 of those weighed in at 458 grams or 16.1 ounces. The baby blanket squares, these, I so far have made a total of 33 of those squares, and they weighed in at a whopping 1,085 grams or 38.2 ounces. And then there was the extra 4 squares that have gone elsewhere for other reasons. super secret, super special. That's all I'm saying about it. The 4 of those weighed 158 grams or 5.5 ounces. And then there is one more thing that I cannot show you today because it is now living in its new home. I still own it, but it doesn't live in my house. And you are going to be seeing it next week in a video. I have finished my Spinny Selection #1 project, okay? Spoiler alert, the monster is done. But you don't know what he looks like until next week. He is now living on my desk at work, and he weighed in at 170 grams or 5.9 ounces. So I have had a really productive January. And in total for January, that gives me 2,056 grams or 72.2 ounces used up already. How fantabulous! I'm so proud of myself. And that is definitely a good start to crafting myself free of my stash. Because of course, as more of the stash gets used, I have supposed to buy more. Just saying. And when it is bought, I can still include it. So yay, I am liking this kind of hybrid evolution idea. I hope you guys do too. Like I said, if you're going to join in, get in contact with me and Christina in whatever way you can and let us know what you guys are up to. No pressure to join in. Like I said, if it's just me and Christina, that is absolutely fine, but anyone is welcome to should they wish to. And yeah, I am excited to see what February is going to bring, because I am only going to include things that are finished. So although the squares, these are not finished, I have purposely written down that I've only made 33. So the others that still need to be made, they will be weighed separately for February's total. And also, before I join all these beautiful squares together, I am going to weigh the skein of yarn that I use to join them together. I'm going to stitch them all together, however which way I choose to, and then I'll re-weigh that skein if I didn't use it all, and I will be able to tell you how much that weighed while joining together, so that I do have accurate records of what I have used as we go on. It was just a huge, massive amount of things that I wanted to get, you know, kind of noted down and tallied and included. And, you know, it's just awesome. It's just awesome. I love the fact that others give us inspiration that we can build upon, and inspiration is amazing to me. And the people that start things where other things can bloom from, they are awesome to have, you know, kind of planted those seeds, and then we can water them and grow them in a slightly different way of our choosing. So yes, how incredible. So I'm going to get going because I still have Max's Gut Choice to film, because I am filming all of this week's videos on Saturday the 25th of January. Yes, Saturday the 25th of January. So I have got Max's Gut Choice to film, and then I am done for this week. So I will see you tomorrow for Max's Gut Choice when I filmed it. And I will do one of these episodes once a month to give my monthly totals. So yay. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming and supporting us. Don't forget to check Christina out. Like I said, her channel link is in the description box. And I will see you tomorrow. But until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye, guys. Love ya.